A lot of mothers would teach their kids their native language, but she made a concerted effort to shield us from her culture.
Tony, my nephew.
She went to the doctor for some pain or headache, and she had cancer. It's her life wish to go back to see her family, so I went to Taiwan, and that's what changed my life.
My name is Tony Coolidge. I moved to Taiwan for a reason, for a specific purpose. The Taiwanese indigenous people want to be part of a bigger world. This is what I've meant to do here in Taiwan, to be a bridge.
Jaden, this way, honey. Don't move, honey. This way. You have to say Yaki, okay? Yaki. Yaki. Yaki.
耶诞前夕 ，Tony 的太太淑敏带着3个孩子回到乌来老家探视年迈的姨婆。这看似平凡的原住民家庭，却藏着许多不为人知的故事。
It's gonna take the picture to see the Susan Lipton. Do you remember Masako and Susan Lipton? This is Johan. You remember Johan? This is Johan, and you probably only remember Johan. Dr. Johan. Yeah, it's a big now. Yaki, Johan wanted to tell you something. Can you hear?
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Tony 他的家庭背景比我远远能够想象的复杂很多，因为 Tony 的妈妈是台湾乌来的原住民她是泰雅族的。那其实，在时空背景下，他们很多女人在那个年代，她们想要离开那个山区，她们必须要能够想办法，就是嫁给外国人。在那个年代，大概日本人、美国人或者是说嫁给外省人。所以 Tony 他们有很多的阿姨们，她们其实都是嫁给外国人这样子。
讲英文听不太懂，对呀，讲日文哦。那个姨婆要跟他讲日文，他有点没有办法反应了。
就像当年许多的原住民女孩一样，姨婆年轻时也远嫁美国，丧夫之后又回乡养老。Tony 的母亲也循着这条路经营她的人生，只是她一辈子都没有机会再回来了。
When I grew up, my mother had the biggest influence on me. She was the one I was closest to. But she did not actually share anything about her culture with me or her language. I don't know why. I think she wanted us to fit in to the American life. But it made me very curious about her home country. I knew she was very sad that she missed her family and missed Taiwan, but she never said much to us. But after she died, I really wanted to fulfill my promise to her to get to know my relatives. So I came to Taiwan the next year after she passed away.
When I got to see my relatives, I got to feel their love and their warmth and their generosity, their open arms to me. What they were pouring out to me was their love for my mother. And I just felt like I was part of their family.
Tony, my nephew.
其实对 Tony 来说，对妈妈的连结很重要，因为 Tony 不知道自己的亲生父亲是谁，他其实是私生子，那他是由养父养大的，所以其实对他来说，美国是他的家没有错，但是跟妈妈的连结好像是他发现他唯一他生命的来源的一个源头。因为我知道我的原生的家庭是这个部分，我的妈妈是原住民的部分。那往外扩张的时候，我就要想要去更了解这些文化。当你更了解的时候，你就觉得它跟你更有连结。那你想要为它做一点事情，你想要来保存这个文化，因为你希望你的孩子， 我们的孩子以后也可以看得到。
I went back to America after the first trip with so many questions. That was the reason why I took on this huge journey in life is those questions kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and it led to many things that happened.
Are we close? Are we halfway? Hey, where does this road go? Is this the road? Is this the road? Everybody comes up? I'm really excited because this is my first experience of feeling like an explorer, to explore something that's been lost.
People live it after life because we have hope, but we all know in reality, the hope really happened in the reality, or they don't. So even though Tony is doing what he is doing right now to preserve the culture, maybe it's not gonna happen, but there's always hope. It keep us going on.
Tony 决定搬回台湾，展开一场寻根之旅，并将这过程拍成纪录片《众族同声》。妻子淑敏全力支持协助，并担任语言翻译。
他说你要去哪里呀？
你要去哪里？
我想去印度。我说你要去哪里？我去给台湾。
I come to see you.
我去梦给台湾。
我从他想要拍2001年，他想要拍到真正后来完整拍完，整整大概7年吧，我想。这中间的过程，其实我都一直没有很支持。有一个转捩点是让我变成非常的反对，到愿意就说，好，我来协助你。是我爸爸往生的时候，他拔管的那一刹那，我突然深深的发现，好像生命没有什么东西带走，也没有留下什么。然后我就跟 Tony 讲了，就说，真的这么想拍吗？真的这么想要把它做完吗？都已经这么多年了，在没有钱，然后没有经费，然后没有人力，什么都没有，然后一直都是自己在花钱的情况下，也都已经有贷款了，还要再做吗？倾家荡产也要做吗？他说对。我说那好，那我们一起把它做完，但是我有一个条件，打死不退。
纪录片完成之后 ，Tony 却立下了更大的愿望，他希望促成全世界南岛语系原住民的文化交流。于是他在2013年邀请了纽西兰的毛利族学生来台湾访问。
我的新的朋友，他们是纽西兰毛利人原住民，他来台湾，找他们的新的家人，台湾原住民，他要分享文化，学台湾的文化。所以现在每个人。
We'll take 3 to 14 to 21. That's all we need to memorize. We are going to the Nanto area. First, we'll be at the Aboriginal Cultural Village. There we'll have their first experience with indigenous culture of Taiwan. And I was hoping to give them that first experience that typical tourists would get. And that's more of a commercialized presentation of Taiwan's indigenous cultures. So I thought it would be good for them to see what other tourists see, what people, other visitors see, and what most Taiwanese people see for the indigenous cultures of Taiwan. performers, hello， 谢谢分享你的文化给我的同学朋友了解，谢谢他们是纽西兰毛利人。
来自纽西兰奥克兰科技大学的毛利族学生是这项交流计划的第一批先锋，受到了台湾原民舞者的热忱欢迎，毛利学生也以传统的哈嘎来答谢主人。
You can experience another Indigenous culture. I'm an Indigenous Māori from New Zealand, so being able to share Indigenous cultures, and not just their culture but our culture as well, and the fact that they're able to express themselves in a way similar to what Māori Indigenous people of New Zealand do. So it's been a real privilege, humbling too. Makes me appreciate my own culture just as much as it does to other cultures from around the world too.
This experience shows the respect Indigenous people have for each other, for other tribes. And the Maori do the same thing. If a visitor comes, they show their respect through the ceremony, through the performance, song and dance. It's just part of their culture. Being able to come down to the stage and meet the people, hold their hand and dance around, that's what made it more real, more less superficial, more meaningful. I was raised here until I was 4 years old. Yeah, and it's right next to the river. You'll see the river. And my mother, it was like paradise for my mom. She used to swim and fish in the river almost every day.
交流活动的第4天 ，Tony 带着毛利族学生造访他的故乡乌来，并深入体验泰雅族的传统文化。乌来泰雅民族博物馆让这群毛利学生得以比较两族文化之间的相似与差异性。
People come here for bird watching.
And we were introduced for weapon, traditional weapon, and feature cartoon, and agriculture, and traditional houses, including watchtower.
It is hot spring.
Taproot. Now recently, the last big project here in Taiwan is the biggest project I've ever done. The reason why I do something like this is my dream. After I saw the opportunity to be invited to the film festival in New Zealand, I realized I have my answer. The answer is right in front of my face. The Maori want to know more about Taiwanese indigenous people. The Taiwanese indigenous people want to be part of a bigger world. And this is what I've meant to do here in Taiwan, to be a bridge. Yeah.
When did the Stone Age start?
Okay. So you didn't have the trade at that time.
They weren't produced by anywhere in this part of the world.
Right. They keep the hairs in there is a more convenient way to show their trophies, their victories. Do you have ways to show your victories, the Maori, when they had battles?
"由于居住环境的不同，毛利人与泰雅人的文物发展各有不同的特色。但看到传统泰雅猪屋的模型时，随行的毛利族老师却发现了些许共通点。
You see the one on stilts? That's the more traditional atayal structure to keep the snakes out and the rats. Yeah.
We had an old
Yeah, the enemies.
building like that, but it was more as a storehouse for food, for kumara and those sorts of things to keep it off the ground, and again keep it away from the rats and those sorts of animals. I take on board the research that has been done with the Austronesian languages, and I also take on board that your people here in Taiwan have a very, very distinctly close DNA replica to our people in Māori in New Zealand. But I'm still looking. I'm not disappointed by any means. I'd like to find more. We've only been here 4 days, and we've got another 10 days to go. So by the end of the time we're here, perhaps we might find a lot of other things that are very similar between our people and your people.
台湾之旅的第11天，来自纽西兰的毛利族学生们来到了位在花莲、拥有丰富原民教育资源的东华大学， 并和本地的原住民学生进行文化交流。
This program is a journey for students from the Auckland University of Technology. And it began with a journey that I took long ago, and I would like to share how this program came to exist and where it's going.
在文化交流晚会的后台，毛利族学生正在悉心装扮，要以传统歌舞展现他们的文化。
This is a dream for me to get to know the Maori culture on a deeper level. I think the indigenous people of Taiwan have so much they can learn from the Maori peoples, and they can learn from us as well. This is the spirit of this event, coming together as family and learning from each other.
I feel very happy and proud for the accomplishments. I really wanted to give them a diverse experience, and finally, after half of the trip is gone, they had a chance to experience Taidong, which has the most indigenous experiences, most authentic experiences that I believe they could find in Taiwan.
My ultimate goal is to make sure that this relations turns into job opportunities, economic opportunities, more opportunities for indigenous people in their villages, and indigenous artists and musicians. I want them to find benefit with this connection to New Zealand.
We come and represent an Africa that
then we want to expand to other Austronesian countries and invite them, including Hawaii, and Philippines, and there's 36 countries to include in this annual event, and also plan the trips back to New Zealand and other countries. It's a lot that we can do. That's why we need more partners, not just our group, but other associations. We can work together as a team.
Millet is one of the important crops for indigenous people, especially in Taiwan. And I'm sure for Austronesian people, we might share the same food culture too. Indigenous people here, we try to grow things according to season, the time of year. So at this moment, we grow different vegetables in order for this soil to be fertilized.
原住民文化里面最重要的一个核心就是土地，土地上面就是小米。那小米这件事情，在整个台湾的原住民部落，其实已经越来越少人在种植了。我们小米园，再到我们的教室，然后再到我们的部落，它就形成一个互相连结的一个循环。台湾的原住民族跟毛利族，它都是同一个南岛语族。然后我们希望透过土地、小米，然后这些种植活动，也许可以开启我们一些不一样的交流。等于是说，从食物里面连结了文化，连结了我们跟这些毛利族的学生的交流的情感，这些东西可能超越语言，超越一些表面的形式，而是直接用回到一个人最原本的一个很原初的一个状态，直接做一个交流，这是我们想要去传达跟毛利族的这一次最大的一个交流的一个体验，这样子。
我很希望这些学生呢，能够透过这一次的活动去认识他者，认识其他的文化。那同时也透过在介绍我们自身的文化呢，对自己的文化有更深层的了解，借由不同的交流，让他能够打开他们的视域，让他们能够对其他的文化或者是其他的大学生有更深刻的认识跟了解。
The reason why I came over is to experience
other cultures are out there in their everyday lives. Basically creating another bond with someone and trying to help them develop their culture to keep it alive, which is what Māori are doing at the moment, and we're hoping they are doing the same thing.
We put stab it in and we're going to hit the bottom. And then once you hit the bottom, do a little circle.
I think it's important to definitely see other cultures, to meet other Indigenous people and share Indigenous experience. You know, you can learn from each other because, you know, you always wonder, oh, are we doing it right? Are we doing it wrong? And when we do get it wrong at times, but it's about learning and growing your experiences.
Go and get me one.
I'll just pick it off. It's okay.
Sandy, nice to meet you, Sandy. And the best one.
My name is Nika.
Amis truck. No, Amis. Well, I love the Amis people. They're very nice to me. Means to like all music. So I like them.
岛屿族，它其实是世界上它迁移范围其实最广的一个族群。我们听到这次毛利族学生，他们其实是来台湾寻根的。对我们来讲，我们一方面是兴奋，一方面其实我们让我们的原住民的学生其实更有自信说，其实所谓的部落的文化，它不是局限在台湾的岛上。它其实是立足台湾，它可以跨越到这个世界上很多不同的地方。这个世界里面，我们一起共同分享这些多样的文化，然后多种不同的族群，这其实是一个丰富的资产。所以对于台湾来讲，它其实是个很重要的一件事情。
And also, it's too much cheese. We should save for other people. Food is for share.
When Taiwanese people who are not indigenous see what I'm doing and they wonder why does it help me? Why does it benefit me? Well, let me ask them, does Taiwan care about international relations? I think so. Not just indigenous people. Indigenous tribes are 400 million people in the world. Who could look down on having relations with the nations of 400 million people? That's more people than live in the United States. That is something we're trying to create, bridges of cooperation, which only open the doors to more opportunities for Taiwan. Every international relations only helps Taiwan and brings more opportunities, more jobs. I want to see Taiwanese people, all of them have more opportunities, more choices. I don't like to see them feeling very limited.